Hi Andrea, ciao. Your sound is not on. I don't see a mic. Now I see it. Perfect. Yes,
okay.
now I hear you. So we already have 6 people waiting.
Ciao Lynn.
Ciao.
You listen me?
Yes, I hear you.
Perfect.
We
Fantastic.
already have 6 people waiting.
Paolo, it's coming.
Paolo is here, letting him in. Paolo, can we test your sound?
Okay.
Perfect.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay.
Already 7 people waiting. Diego is Diego Saltarella, right?
Yes.
Our Diego, yes.
Paolo, saltava molto il video prima, quando lo facevo vedere?
Era a scatti più che a saltare, non era stabile.
L'ultimo?
La qualità del video è così. L'audio si sentiva bene. Però...
L'ultimo non era meglio?
adesso non me lo ricordo.
quello che abbiamo fatto da casa, perché ho visto che rimpicciolendolo forse...
Ma anche lì si vedeva un po' a scatti.
Vabbè.
Non era bello fluido.
Non era fluido, chissà come mai. Boh.
Io spero di riuscire adesso sto facendo la prova, sono collegato con l'hotspot del telefono e col computer, mentre prima avevo il cellulare. Adesso vediamo se con l'hotspot del telefono, perché qua ho dei grossi problemi con la DSL.
Ciao Diego.
Ciao.
ADSL, ma metti la fibra.
Non ce l'abbiamo qua.
Come no? C'è la mia mamma, come fai a non averla?
In questo momento col team con la fibra non arriva.
Ma che team? Fai Fastweb.
Dovrò cambiare l'operatore, ovvio. Quando? Faccio venire un tecnico adesso?
Ma no, intendo dire per le prossime...
Certo, ma è la prima volta che mi succede questa roba qua, perché siamo tutti a casa connessi, se no normalmente non ci sono problemi.
Io gli altri due, che sono tutti e due connessi, ecco, che eleganza!
Per voi, è normale.
Noi siamo
The
qui con le
Anchorman.
felpe.
He's a real anchorman.
Oh la la, Simeon.
Wow.
Very
I
nice.
had to try and, compete with these guys after you see all these photos of them in suits.
Right? So, Juan is also here now. You are all
Can
co-hosts.
you hear me? Oh my.
We already have 8 people waiting, guys, and it's only 8:02.
Is that good?
That's good, yes.
Adesso non si collega nessuno.
As long as they're more than those.
Ragazzi, io ho il
Sto
video,
casino.
ho il video bloccato in questo momento.
A me sta uscendo man mano che si collega la gente. Io lo vedo.
Vi
Ah,
sento, io vi sento, ma,
Beh, già siamo già in
il video è
16, sì,
bloccato.
è vero.
8 people io vedo.
No, ma
Ah sì, waiting room.
Yes.
Maria Vittoria Tuccimei.
Mi dice qualcosa.
Ah, e la Simona non c'è, strano.
No,
Filippo, Filippo, smutati.
devo andare sul cellulare, mi sa.
Filippo, smutati che non ti sentiamo. Ecco.
Ah, ecco.
smooth operator.
Niente,
siamo solo
ragazzi,
noi?
Vado sul cellulare.
No, per il momento si sono aggiunte 3 persone.
No, ma ci sono anche Simon,
Garfunkel.
perché io ho il cellulare che mi si è scaricato, non me ne ero accorto, e quindi adesso lo sto tenendo sotto carica rapida, e quindi se posso magari riattaccarmi fra 5 minuti, perché questo consuma tantissimo, sta cosa del
Vai.
Zoom.
Ah, tienilo in carica mentre sei collegato, scusa.
Ma consuma tanto, non posso poi però fare il programma col cellulare, non arriva.
Vai, cambia, dai, tanto hai tempo, abbiamo 7 minuti.
Cosa cambio?
Fai quello che devi fare, quello che hai appena
No,
detto.
tolgo il collegamento.
Fai quel cazzo che vuoi, fallo. Sì, abbiamo tempo, Filippo, fai pure.
Ci vediamo fra qualche minuto.
Mi
Okay,
raccomando.
bye.
Ok, no.
Guys, I have the Facebook ready to live stream whenever we are going.
You tell us, Lynn, whatever. You're the boss, whatever you like more.
I would say at 7 p.m. we let everyone who's waiting in.
Okay.
And then you, Simeon, you welcome everyone, you say hello. And then you will just say, okay, let's wait a couple more minutes, 5 minutes. And you can do
Oh, so I'll tell them to wait a little bit longer?
if you'd like. I mean, if it's,
Sure.
it's right now, it's 8 people waiting. Giorgio Bitoni. Oh, and we have another. Oh, did he leave? Oh, he left. Mr. Belodi. Back.
Here I am again.
Yes.
Hi, Paolo.
Hi,
Hi.
what a anchorman. You look like a BBC
Man, this is my dream. That's what I want to do.
Really?
That would be great.
This is your dream. Breaking
You know what they
news.
say, though? The suit doesn't make the monk.
Oh, really? Yes. The same in Italian. And also, we used to say that it's not enough to be, but you have to look as.
I like it.
You have to look like. So it's not.
And we say also that if you know, you do. If you don't know, you teach.
You teach, exactly. And if you don't know and you can't teach, you teach teachers.
Okay.
There are a lot of people that is waiting to be admitted.
Yes, should we
Great.
let them in? Are you ready?
So, Lynn, what do you want me to do? I'm going to say we're just going to hang out for another 5 minutes.
Exactly.
So we're going to start at 7:05.
For joining tonight. We are going to start in a couple of minutes. Let's just wait to see if some more people will join. However you would like to formulate it. You're also welcome to start right away. We have 4 more minutes.
And can you see me? Is my camera okay?
Your camera's perfect, yes.
Okay. Okay, whenever you want then.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the artist.
And when are you going to tell me when we're going to start or what?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. So we can wait for 5 minutes. I'll say we're going to wait for about 5 minutes and then.
Exactly, and then we want the participants. I mean, should we unmute them? Should they be able to talk to you guys more?
And but then you're going to say, okay, it's time for us to start, or give me a sign or something.
I'll give you a sign. I'll tell you. Yeah.
Okay.
I think for the participants, we will meet them at the end or when the question and answer. No?
I'm sorry?
For the participants, I think it's better if we mute them until we have the question and answer, because maybe they're in the computer or whatever the case.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. They can definitely, yeah, then Simeon, please, when we say go, you wait like 5 seconds, then you say, welcome everyone, for joining us tonight. Please know that you all are muted now until the question and answer session. Please use the chat function if you'd like to leave comments, questions, and we will be beginning in a couple of minutes.
Okay, will be perfect.
To interact with you via the chat, and yeah, and then you just wait until maybe 2 past, and you're good to go.
Lynn, I couldn't hear that last part.
Then you just wait till around 2 minutes past, and then you're good to go.
Okay, perfect.
Please remember that you're gonna mute everyone and unmute them whenever it's their turn. Guys, feel free also if you want to step in to unmute yourself. You will still have the option of doing it, but we will make sure that you're unmuted when Simeon asks you a question or when it's your turn to speak.
Okay. I mute and unmute the band and Simon, right?
Yes. No, Simeon doesn't need to be. Simeon, I think you can handle your muting and unmuting. Just take care of the artist, because one less person is easier for you to manage.
All right, perfect.
And
c'è Filippo che
si è messo dei partecipanti.
Bisogna ammetterlo. L'ho messo io.
Oh, Filippo is missing.
Lynn, and I should mute myself and take off my camera when they have a video?
You don't have to take off your camera unless you see the quality is really bad. Then you can always react by taking off your camera.
I'm just worried that it won't turn on when I want it to.
Then leave it on. It's fine. I mean, you're the part of the main act, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So we're gonna wait. I'm gonna tell them to wait for 5 minutes, and we're gonna start at 7:05.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So I'm gonna admit everyone now. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna mute myself. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We are still waiting for people to come in. So please know that right now you're muted. If you'd like to speak to us, please use the chat function. We will begin in about 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
5 minutes.
Hallo, hallo. Ja, het smikt. Ja, ja, ik ben toch.
Il numero cresce.
Ecco lì. Ma chi è quello con la cravatta?
È il moderatore.
Ma con la cravatta è una roba seria?
Certo.
Ma... È una roba seria, ma... Ah.
Ciao Alti Bassi.
Ma chi è?
Questa volta è Bob Caprai, ciao a tutti.
Oh Madonna. Grande Bob.
Non credo di valutare troppo presto del libro perché questi valori per ora non li consideriamo tutti. E soprattutto è importante capire che sia quindi sono delle cose anche.
Beh, ma cos'è il minuto di silenzio?
Boh, sembrerebbe.
Stiamo aspettando che si registrino tutti i partecipanti. Abbiamo detto 5 minuti di pazienza, adesso tra poco cominciamo. Spirit of a Viareggio.
Dai, cantateci un intervallo nel frattempo.
Si riesce a cantare così.
Ecco, hanno chiesto che mi smutassi, mi sono smutato.
Ciao Alessia.
Ciao Tiboni.
Alessia muta però.
Ma dove le vedete le persone, scusate?
Sullo schermo.
Tu sei col cellulare?
Sì.
Allora mi sa che è un po' difficile.
Cosa ti perdi, Filippo?
Salva tu cuerpo e rimani in quarantena, se passa la febbre la cura è quella buena, fai i movimenti una balena, stai in quarantena e ciao!
Chi è stato? Alzi la mano.
Cos'erano gli U2?
Mi ha messo il muto.
Ready to go?
Cominciamo?
Siete caldi?
Good evening.
Anch'io.
Singing. Of all the activities of the human experience, singing may come closest to the sublime. In the Western world, singing has long been the preferred mobile carrier of civilization's most sacred expressions. That is to say, long before 5G networks, singing was the form of communication the faithful used to broadcast their intentions from within the walls of synagogues, mosques, and churches. Why is that? Is it because singing carries sound better over long distances and might travel farther into the heavens than spoken words? Do the divinities prefer words sung over words spoken? Or maybe the religious authorities prefer singing over speaking because it takes in more oxygen and keeps the faithful more awake? Or is it simply that we prefer to sing than we do to talk because singing simply makes us feel better? Just like any form of communication, singing is a social activity. To enjoy singing, you need a friend to share it with, because communicating can be quite boring if nobody is at the receiving end. Communication can also be quite nerve-wracking when it is disrupted. Like, for example, when speaking with a friend on the phone, you spend several minutes telling her or him every detail about last night. And when you finish, she or he doesn't give any response. It's not that your friend doesn't want to respond to you, but the effing phone just got disconnected and your friend didn't hear one word you said. Along the same lines might have been bad Wi-Fi connection when John F. Kennedy and Nikita Khrushchev Skyped about last night during the Cuban Missile Crisis. My point is this: social distancing is anathema to singing. Social distancing leads to no singing. Who has a reason to sing because they are forced to be alone? Well, I have good news, my friends. Tonight, you, the Italian vocal quintet Alti Bassi, and I are turning the social distancing equals no singing equation on its head. Tonight, we come together to enjoy and celebrate communicating with each other through singing. There are no better a cappella singers we could share this night with than Alti Bassi. As a vocal quintet, they inherited a rich music tradition from the 15th century masters, those masters who made singing a cappella cool again. Be that as it may, throwback is not what defines Alti Bassi's artistry. They have been perfecting their signature legacy of music innovation for 26 years now. They call it artistic contamination. What's more, tonight, the 5 of them, each confined to his own home because a novel coronavirus, will show us how fine singing can be combined with 5G networks for a novel communication that resounds from within and beyond walls. Ladies and gentlemen, Alti Bassi.
Ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. Ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. La mia vita è costellata da una serie infinita di progetti e tentativi destinati al fallimento. Ogni volta preoccupato solamente di far presto, colleziono le sconfitte culminanti nell'arresto. Lo diceva anche mio padre che son proprio buoni a nulla, cimentarsi in 1000 imprese per non terminare niente. Io negli anni ci ho provato a dargli la soddisfazione, ma giungevo quasi sempre a un passo dalla conclusione. Quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. Ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. Nello sport mi son buttato, prima calcio e pallavolo, non firmai più quel contratto per giocare in Serie B. Poi col judo e karate, discipline e arti marziali, non so quante ne ho provate, quasi tutte le ho mollate. Letterato di cultura appassionato, dopo la maturità, scelsi l'università. Dalle lettere più antiche ai filosofi moderni, ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta, ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. Poi conobbi una ragazza così bella e affascinante, corteggiata lungamente senza ricavarne niente. Un bel giorno l'ho incontrata dopo anni in lontananza, mi confessa che era cotta, ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta, ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. Nella vita abbiamo sogni da rincorrere fin tanto, tu ci credi fortemente per non viverne il rimpianto. Tieni duro, non mollare, se l'arrivo manca un metro, pensa solo al tuo futuro, non guardarti sempre dietro.
Io da oggi me ne fotto di ogni mio coito interrotto.
Ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. Ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. Adesso scrivo una canzone che racconta il mio insuccesso per spiegare che la vita non si butta dentro un cesso. Ma ho paura che alla strofa, o peggio proprio al ritornello, non mi vengano le parole, si interrompa sul più bello. Ce l'avevo quasi fatta, quasi fatta, quasi fatta. Ce l'avevo fatta.
Wow. Impressive. So, Paolo, I'd like to ask you, that was singing a cappella? That's what singing a cappella means?
Singing a cappella means that the members of the band are singing without any instrument support, any musical instrument support. This means that from the melody to the harmony to the rhythm, percussion, everything is made by the human voices. And
so everything we just heard, no instruments, that was all the five of you.
Yes, just 5 microphones, because when we are on stage, we need to perform with microphones, with some effects. This is the only support we have during our live performance.
Wow. Impressive.
Something like that, yeah. And this is my microphone today, staying at home. I use these microphones for music, you know.
And I'd like to come back to you. First, I want to go to Andrea. Could you tell us how you started in '94 and suddenly you've got your own music video? Tell us the story.
Myself. Ciao Simeon, thank you very much. Ciao a tutti, un saluto a tutti da me. Ciao all together. Sorry for my English, I studied many years French and now I speak English. Okay. Alti Bassi, we started our activity in 1994 in Milan. In these years we performed many concerts organized by musical association, institution, theaters. Here in this photo, you see we are in Teatro Rossini in Pesaro. It's a very important theater in Italy. A festival around the world, or jazz club like the Blue Note in Milan. We've taken part in many TV shows in Italy, and we have been the voices behind a number of advertising jingles and television signature tunes. We have also taken part in many radio shows in Italy, and since September 2016, we are also radio conductors of the program On the Radio in Radio Svizzera Italiana every Saturday. We were also invited to several international festivals, such Voice Mania. This is Voice Mania is a festival in Vienna. We sang in Voice Mania for 3 years. We sing also in Switzerland, in Austria, Vocal Total. Vocal Total is a festival in Graz. We sang several times in Budapest, also in Turkey at the International Festival of Music of Izmir. And in 2018, we were invited by Taiwan Choral Music Center for a tour in the Taiwan island. Was a great experience. In this photo you see we were in Taichung, 20,000 people. It was a very great experience, 16 concerts in the main theaters and in the most important university of Taiwan. In these years we produced 8 albums and we received several prizes like the Quartetto Cetra Prize, Renato Carosone Prize in Italy, the Academia Music Award in Los Angeles, and we ranked 3rd in pop competition at Vocal Total in Graz in 2070. And also at the world competition, I show you this photo where we was 3rd in World Taiwan competition in Taipei in 2018, where we have won 4 individual prizes: Best Jazz Interpretation, Best Singer with Diego, Best Original Song with La Nave dei Sogni, and Best Arrangement. This is Alberto, is our arranger. We are 5, Andrea, me, Paolo, Diego, Alberto, Filippo, we are Alti Bassi.
Congratulations. Wow. Well, I'd like to get to Alberto then. You say he's an arranger. There are 5 of you, and each one of you, I'd imagine, has an equal say in the music. But now you're telling me that there is kind of a mastermind. Alberto, he's kind of putting everything together. Can you tell us about that, Alberto?
Hi to all, I'm Alberto. I am the arranger of Alti Bassi, as Andrea said before. First of all, I want to say one important thing. A cappella music it isn't a kind of music. It is a way to perform music. And so we can perform all kinds of music in a cappella version. So we can sing classical music, we can sing funky, soul, pop, rock, big band music, jazz music, overall jazz. And with Alti Bassi, we all our years of performing, we have performed lots. I think lots of kinds of music. But overall, I think that we are specialized in jazz music, pop music, jazz swing. I think jazz swing. Overall, the jazz of the 14th and the 15th years and 16 years. Instead, our Taiwan manager said that I have old school style because I like so much to arrange in that jazz style. Okay.
Could I ask? So this is kind of this musical contamination. This is, tell me if I'm right, that you take classical music or you take jazz music and then you put it with a different music, rock music, or kind of,
yes.
It comes to mind maybe like the use of Bach's music by Eddie Van Halen, kind of using this different kind of virtuosity, a different music that's we don't think belongs together, and that's what you guys put together.
Yes. Of course, lot of our production is cover. That is to say, we take a song that is existing, and we make the a cappella version. And lot of sometimes we enjoy to, as you said, to make a contamination without different kinds of music. For example, we performed classical songs, classical piece, but in another version. Wow. For example, now we want to make to you an example of this. we perform the air on the G string, that is a very famous Bach piece. In Italy, this is also the song of a very important TV program, a scientific TV program. In this song, we begin the song in a classical way, and then suddenly it became a rock version of this song. In what way? I think that in a cappella music is very, very important, the rhythmic section, because the rhythmic section give to our music the independence. It allows us to sing only by ourselves, without instrument. So it is very important for a cappella group to have a very good bass singer, and we have a very great bass singer, that is Filippo.
So Alberto, you're telling me that instead of having a bass guitar, one of you guys is singing a bass guitar.
Filippo is our bass guitar, is our human bass guitar. Not only bass, but also double bass, and he is our fundamental background. We all sing on his voice, so he is very, very important and very responsible singer in our group. By the way,
it's a dirty job. It's a dirty job, but somebody must do it.
Yes, overall, because Filippo, for the 19% of our concert, he sing this doom 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 doom. Is only his word is doom in our concert. So I know that this is a dirty job, but it is necessary for our music. But by the way, let's talk about air on the G string. After the first part, that is classical, suddenly we start to make it in a rock version. And so now we want to explain you how we make this. As I said, Filippo will do the bass line. So Filippo, let we hear our bass line.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dum, 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 dum,
Okay, and so on, and so on. It's enough, Filippo.
And so.
I think that some notes that Filippo sang were so low, and the microphone didn't pick them. Okay. After this, in the first part, Andrea is the principal tune of this song. So Andrea, please sing it. And so on.
And so can I ask, this is what would be played on a violin. This is the G string.
This is a falsetto voice. We are constricted to use a falsetto voice because we are five male voices, and we cannot rejoin the high frequency of the voice because we are 5 men. The only way is to use falsetto voice.
So you're telling me not only do you make your own instruments, but you sing the parts of women, and this is also what you mean by the alti e bassi, that you have the very high voices and the very low.
Yes, yes. With falsetto voice, we can rejoin all the notes of the human possibilities.
Very impressive.
Our falsettoers are Andrea and Paolo. Paolo too have a very good falsetto.
Wow.
By the way, I saw that after the first part, we start with the rock version. For the rock version, it is fundamental the beatbox. What is beatbox? Beatbox is to make drums by voice. Our beatboxer is Diego. So Diego, please let us hear your beatbox in air on the G string.
Here I am.
And so on.
Wow.
Okay. And now, in this song, Paolo and Andrea will make the harmony, the accompaniment. So now it is useless to hear it because on only one part you cannot understand what they say. So it is
because you mean, yes, it's important that we point out also to all the viewers that because of the internet connection, unfortunately, they're not able to sing together tonight at the same time.
Yes,
sometime in the future, maybe, yes. But now we have to just kind of take the one part by one part. So thank you.
Right. So it is better to hear our version of Air on G string. Prego, Andrea, vai.
Wow, that is impressive. And so you are actually the solo guitarist. You are Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen, yes. Yes. I want to say also that technology help us because I cannot make this guitar sound so perfect, so close to the original only with my voice because down. It's not like you heard me before.
I think it's pretty similar. I'm impressed.
Yes, but for example, in this guitar, I use the same plugin that are used for a real guitar. That is to say, compressor and fuzzer. I use this on my microphone.
So more than just the musical contamination, you guys are using the hardware, the distortion pedals, compression. So you really you put everything together. It's a real contamination of everything.
Yes. I don't understand, sorry.
Yes, no, I mean to say it's really, you use all of the technology available to make your music. So it's really contamination in every sense.
Sure. Yes. Another example of our contamination is another song that is Fly on Bumblebee, that is a Rimsky-Korsakov piece, very, very famous. And it was born because one day me and Diego, for joke, tried to sing the Fly of Bumblebee. And we discovered that we could sing it easily in this way. It is very easy for me. I don't know why.
That's amazing.
And so we decided to make this song, but with contamination. And we decided to make this song in a funky version with with a very, very, very funky groove. And funky groove for what it takes a slower rhythm instead of the original. The rhythm of the original is very fast. And to make it in a funky version, it takes to make the half groove in this way. So the drum or the beatbox is this. Please, Diego. Okay. Then I put a bass line, a funky bass line of Filippo. Please, Filippo.
1, 2, 3, 4. Doo-dum. Doo-doo-dum, dum-dum, dum-doo-doo-doo-dum. Doo-doo-dum, dum-dum, doo-doo-doo-doo-dum. Doo-doo-dum, dum-dum, doo-doo-doo-doo-dum. Doo-doo-dum, dum-dum, doo-doo-doo-doo-dum.
Okay. This is a typical bass line, typical funky bass line. And after the harmony from Paolo and Andrea, as before, it is useless to make you see the single parts of them. And so the result is this.
Wow, that's impressive. I never thought I'd hear 5 men singing every part like that. That's really impressive.
Thank you so much. I want to say also that in this version, I enjoy myself to put some jazz chords, jazz harmony, and this is very, very, very amusing for me to put the jazz harmony in classical music. But we don't only contaminate music, but also try to sing in some songs trying to be close to the original. And this is the case, for example, of another song that we want to make you hear. That is a disco music song by Bee Gees, and it is Stayin' Alive. Stayin' Alive, because when we perform Stayin' Alive in our concerts, people stand up and begin to dance. It's very, very, very enjoying for us to see people that dance while we sing. And so for this reason, we decided to make it in the original arrangement. So Diego will make the typical drum of Stayin' Alive. Please, Diego. Okay. Filippo, I wrote for Filippo the same bass line of Stayin' Alive. Please, Filippo. Okay, the dirty job of Filippo, you know, you doom, 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 always doom, doom, doom. Instead, now we can make you hear the part of Paolo and Andrea. Para Paolo.
Para pam para para
Dirty job, this, also Paolo. Andrea is linked with Paolo in rhythmic. Hi, Andrea. Okay, and then there is me that I am the guitar. Down, 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 down. And you know that Bee Gees sang in falsetto way, and we shows our very nice falsettos in this song. Overall, Paolo's falsetto. Let's hear.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman and no time to talk. You speak loud and woman's walk. I was kicked around since I was born, but it's all right. It's okay.
Try it. We can try. Wow. Try to sing together. I don't know if it is possible. Try. The refrain. Try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whether you're a mother, you're staying alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking and staying alive. Huh? Okay, it's not possible. Better to hear our CD.
Oh, okay.
City breaking and everybody shaking when it's staying alive. Ha, 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 staying alive. Ha, 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 staying alive. Staying
Wow, I am really impressed. Well, now I know. I know a cappella can do everything. I thought it could only do one. Yes. You guys do everything. Thank you so much, Alberto. That's really impressive.
You are welcome. Thank you.
Opened my eyes. And we're running out of time. I want to get quickly to something important with Diego, because I see you guys. Not only do you sound good, but you look great. How do you do that?
I know that it seems impossible to look great for us, but we try. No, I think it's very important, because when you are on a stage, you need to give a performance with many elements, and it's not only how to sing, but it's also how to look and how to move on the stage, and then you have to do that in a suitable way. You have to be suitable with your body shape, with your age, with the style of the concert you are performing. And so we need to prepare also the part of the dressing, of the dancing, and so on. So we work also on this thing, and we are in Milan, so it's not so difficult to find dresses, but it's expensive, but it's not so difficult. And so we buy different dresses, and also it depends on the place where we are performing. So you are looking to some pictures in which we are dressed in different way. When we are in theaters, we are in the jazz club, we are on TV. And also here we are on a webinar, but we dress branded shirts, branded jumpers, and so on. So we need to be complete in our performance.
Very impressive. And so, but a question, because normally men don't know how to dress so well. Are you the one who picks this out? Is Andrea? How do you have so much style?
Me. I am the dress coach, because I have there's a friend of mine who works on TV, and who works for dress, and so she told me some secrets about how to emphasize our best points, and how to hide our many worst points.
Well, so I guess what Diego's saying, ladies and gentlemen, it's a famous saying that behind every great man is a great woman. So very nice.
But I'm not a woman, so I'm great, but I'm not.
That's great, Diego. So you kind of, with help of this friend, then you pick out all of this dress. I mean, it's just so impressive. I mean,
I have to go around in Milan and to find new places where we can spend not very much money to buy all the dresses, because the years pass for everyone, and we are more fat, and we are more we are changing also in our face, and so we have to change our way to present our performance.
Well, I'm really impressed. And so tell me, are you also can people call you if they need advice?
Yes.
You help me out when I'm looking for a suit.
Every afternoon from 12 o'clock up to 6 p.m. you can I can give you some advice.
That's great, because I don't have a woman who can help me do this stuff, so I'd be glad. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Diego. And we're running out of time, so I want to go quick now to Filippo, because Filippo is a musicologist, as I know, and he actually studied the original a cappella music. I'm hoping that maybe, Filippo, you would tell us a bit about this.
Yes, a little bit of history of the term a cappella. the first track. First of all, I'd like to clarify one thing that I care a lot about. The term a cappella must be written with 2 P and not one. Since the only meaning of the Latin word capella is a little goat. Okay, this is said. And now, the term a cappella was born in Italy during the Renaissance period. In English, a cappella means in the manner of a chapel. In Italian, cappella means a chapel or a little church or a part of a church. But also polyphonic vocal ensembles that sang in churches were called cappella in the Renaissance period. They were mostly for voices small choirs, and they were often supported and doubled by a little portative organ or a choral organ. And so the instruments there were. And when the one line of the choir, tenor, alto, when one line of the choir was missing, it was easily replaced by one instrument, if possible. Why we say a cappella to define without instrument? Because of an error. In the 19th century, there was a rediscovery of the Renaissance polyphony. At this time, while reading the ancient vocal parts written for the Renaissance capellas, it was not yet known that the voices were also doubled by an organ or could be replaced by musical instruments. And so, in the 19th century, they thought that the polyphony of the Renaissance capella was totally unaccompanied. And so they differentiated between Renaissance polyphony, calling it a cappella, and the other vocal genres that had a written accompaniment for musical instruments. So a cappella was without instruments, and other genres were not a cappella. But it was an error. It was a wrong definition.
Understand.
A modern definition, a cappella, is what Paolo said at the starting of the interview, without instruments. Now we do. This is the significance of this word, the meaning of this word, without instruments. But it wasn't so in the Renaissance period. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's enlightening. Thank you very much, Filippo. So we're running out of time. What is very important to me right now is to ask Paolo again about what's going on there in Italy. Now, I know that you're each singing and talking with us from a different house, you're all at your own homes. How is it this difficult time been for you?
Yes, you can understand. We, as musicians, we are very frustrated because we missed the stage. We missed the contact with our audience. So the only way to stay in touch with our audience, with our fans, is making videos, for instance, or maybe be focused to some new projects, new songs, new arrangements, something new. Just because we need to be prepared once the emergency situation will be over. So to be prepared to stay in touch with our audience on stage. So a lot of concerts, live shows have been cancelled for this very sad situation. This is very frustrating, believe me, because we cannot sing together. You can see it's very difficult. we can listen to records, to music. We can think about some new projects, musical projects, but we cannot sing. So this is very, very difficult for us. But you know, we spend some time doing some activities at home, something like that. You see, or spending our time to do something new, something like that. Or sometimes I like to play bowling. So this is the only way to spend our time at home as a musicians, without any piano, any instruments, nothing. Okay,
so I take it
I'm joking, of course. Anyway, it's very, very frustrating, not only for us, of course, but all people is living this very difficult situation. Is very, 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 very sad. We do hope to come back very soon.
And Paolo, so what I see, and I really appreciate, you know, that you're trying to keep everything light. You're trying to be brave and keep you know,
yes,
a good energy. I think that's really admirable. And so I would want to ask though, what's your message? You're musicians. You always get on stage to deliver a message. Now that your family, you're not able to communicate on stage, what would you communicate to your audience? What would you communicate to Italians, to the people in Vienna, to the people all over the world right now?
Yes, the best way to stay in touch with all the people that are following us is to make new video and get new message, to keep hard, keep hard, because this situation will be over very soon, and so everybody will be able to come back to his own job, to stay on stage, to stay in office. Everybody will be able to come back. So the only way for us is to show some video that we have homemade video, and we will be honored to show you our last homemade video that we have recorded by staying home. Yes, the staying home and assembling all the images and all the audio files all together.
All
so
separately.
We would like to, yes, we would.
So
like
you haven't met the other singers since this started.
Everybody has different tools to record. So maybe by mobile, by iPad or something, some camera, I don't know. And then we assemble all the images and all the audio files all together. And for this last video that Andrea is going to show you, we would like to thank our sound engineer, Marco Carnaroglio, who is following us, and who is the author of this video. So enjoy this new video.
Bring it back, don't take it away from me, because you don't know what it means. You will remember when this is blown over and everything's on by the way. You will remember when I grow. Side to remind you how I still love you. I still love you.
That is just lovely. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you. So I'd love to ask right now, we're going to open it up for some questions right now. But first, maybe Andrea, would like to tell us how we can keep in touch, because I know that it's really important that Alti Bassi is in touch with their audience.
Yes, it's very easy. www.altibassi.it. This is our website, and in this website you can find our link to the newsletter, to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, Instagram, all social networks. Please put like in our Facebook page or Twitter if you prefer. We have also a YouTube channel che adesso però non ho selezionato. Our channel YouTube, eccolo qui. This is our web channel. Stay tuned, stay in touch with us, and thank you very much, Simeon, for this streaming. We are very happy. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much to you. So everybody, like Andrea said, they'd love to hear from you. They'd love to keep in contact. So why don't we have a few questions? We still have a few minutes.
Al coro una sera.
Qualcuno ha domande? Adesso mai più. Alzate la mano chi vuol fare domande.
Che ora si mangia?
Vabbè, molti di voi già ci conoscono, quindi...
In English, please.
Siamo scudo.
Well, that's just great. I guess everybody has their questions have been answered, and in case they haven't been, you know where to get in touch with Alti Bassi, and we of course are at your. We're there for you. Looking forward to welcoming you back next week, same time. This is every week. Next week we have master violist Mark Saba coming from Brussels. So it will also be available by Zoom. I think we have the Facebook invitation here somewhere. So it's on the same place on Facebook. There we are. Check us out for the next live event. All you have to do is just click on the link, come in on Zoom. It really means so much to us to have you all here. It's a very difficult time, and thanks to Alti Bassi for sharing this all with us. This is just it's so important, and they prove to us, that song, and art and our friendship, it can go far. No virus will stop us. So thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Welcome. Absolutely.
Thank you, Simeon. It was great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Grazie a tutti. Grazie.
Thank you very much.
Ciao ragazzi, ciao.
Ciao, grazie.
Grazie a tutti gli italiani. Forza, teniamo duro.
Bravo, esatto. Ciao ragazzi.
Ciao. Alla prossima. Thank you.
Ciao Andrea. Bye, thank you.
Finita i concerti. Alla prossima.
Ciao.
Ciao Andrea.
Ciao.
No, mi sono... Non so, Simona, tu ci metti. Sì, c'è anche lei.
C'è la Simona? C'è la Simona? L'ho mica vista.
Ciao Eugenio.
Sì.
Ciao Andrea.
Ciao Cristina.
È la sorella di Filippo, perché tu ci metti.
La sorella di Filippo, certo. Filippo ha due sorelle.
Due sorelle avevo in linea.
Bravi.
Grazie.
Grazie.
Oh, qui vanno via tutti, non lasciatemi solo con Alberto, eh.
Qua di fianco.
Resistiamo.
Facciamo l'intervista doppia come le
Giorgio
ieri.
Tiboni è quello che fa ai nostri concerti.
Ciao Tiboni.
Ciao
È
Tiboni.
della Verdi, mi pare lui.
Piacere vedervi comunque.
Sei della Verdi, Tiboni?
Vedo che abbiamo tutti quanti la stessa mise, la stessa tuta, la stessa cosa.
Alti e bassi, qui. Alti e bassi.
No, io non sono brandizzato, ma comunque...
Sono brandizzato.
Comunque è della Scala, non della Verdi,
Qualcuno
No, questa qua è
Della
proprio,
Scala,
questa qua è proprio dell'armadio.
no? È del coro della Scala, adesso che mi ricordo.
Tiboni, in omaggio a te, ho qui il coro, il manifesto
quello che
della
ci fa il
Scala
bar.
dietro di me, guarda.
Cos'è, Teneche?
Il Teneche c'eri anche tu.
Certo. Roba pregiata.
Spettacolo. Sì,
Io
sì.
invece ho
robe
una foto.
memorabili.
Ho una foto del 2004 io invece.
C'è qualcuno che se la ricorda per la distorsione alla caviglia, visto che la scenografia è messa per così. Sono opere che si ricordano per alcune cose particolari.
C'è anche Ella, Alberto?
La vedo adesso.
Vedo una Ella.
Infatti.
Io l'ho vista mentre entrava Ella, sì.
Ma perché doveva scaricare l'applicazione, quindi mi sa che è stato un po' tardi.
Diego, alza la telecamera che mi sembri Buddha.
No, sembra Porro.
È che stavo dormendo. Quindi...
Oh, ragazzi, fatemi dire una cosa. Beh, lì stiamo sfruttando una connessione gratuita in questo momento. Perché questo qui è Zoom Pro. Gli organizzatori se ne sono andati.
È vero.
Belli, lui è genovese.
Sono andati via gli altri.
Siamo connessi un'altra oretta, va?
Adesso sta dicendo già che grandi.
Dove sono finiti?
Non è che siamo ancora in diretta.
qualcosa.
Recording.
Ah sì, sta registrando.
Recording, ragazzi.
Che figura.
Allora...
Vabbè. Lynch ancora. Lynn, are you there?
No. Perfetto.
Vediamo se ti faccio
sono
vedere
andati.
Claudia, che è quella con cui pensiamo che lui.
Oh, io la tengo accesa e ci faccio il meeting del coro di settimana prossima.
Ok.
Eccola, è un bel sorriso lei. Guardala, è un'anatomopatologa al San Paolo. Lei fa le
Ok,
autopsie
è
delle
bellissimo tutto questo
È una
incontro
contratto.
e colgo l'occasione per salutarvi.
Ha 2 figli.
Vi farei
Ma dai.
Adesso la metto in
di buona
mute.
Pasqua e me ne vado dalle altre parti.
Vabbè, ci vediamo a Natale.
Speriamo.
Grazie
magari.
a tutti.
Anche se vai avanti così ti viene la barba come Babbo Natale, vieni tu a portarci regali.
Ma questa è la pigrizia.
Beh, certo. Anche Babbo Natale così.
Dite la verità, l'avete fatta verso le 6 meno un quarto prima di cominciare la diretta, ma in realtà eravate peggio di me. Dite la verità, dai, guarda Diego, guarda, c'è scritto
Ragazzi, devo andare a cucinare ai bambini, andiamo?
Saluti a tutti.
Fame, sti qua.
Ciao.
Scusate un attimo. Ella, you there? Ella, you there?
Ella giammai mamò.
In che lingua parla?
Mamò.
No, non c'è.
Vabbè.
Niente, vabbè.
È venuto a mancare.
Vado a vedere se la cena si è preparata da sola, ma non credo. Adesso vado a vedere.
Fai la zuppa di porro stasera.
Vado a vedere se il mio amico immaginario ha preparato qualcosa.
Esatto. Va bene.
Ciao ragazzi, un
Ciao a
abbraccio.
tutti,
Ciao a
grazie.
tutti.
Ciao.
Meeting.
Come si fa a uscire qua? Ciao.
Leave
papù.
meeting.
Ciao.
In basso a destra.
Oddio. No, stop video.